I want to think about good news for a few minutes. Because, well, who doesn't like getting good news? Whether it's the unexpected good news of a letter from the government to say that you paid too much tax last year and you've got a rebate coming. Or the good news after you've been waiting for a long time for some health results and they come back good. Who doesn't love getting good news? It's one of the best feelings, isn't it? Especially perhaps if you've been going through a season of having some really bad news, some really tough news to deal with. Getting that final good news about something just changes everything around. Well, I want to think about it today because it is the 8th of May and VE Day, the day when we mark the end of hostilities in Europe. The good news that was announced that the fighting had come to an end. And so we mark it every year, and this year, 75 years later, having to mark it in a different way, but nonetheless still so grateful for the sacrifices that were made and for the good news that that war could finally come to an end. Good news is also the theme of the gospel reading in morning prayer for today. In Luke chapter 4, Jesus walks into the synagogue in Jerusalem, reads from the scroll of the prophet Isaiah, and says, "Today this has been fulfilled in your hearing." The first prophecy, the first line that he quotes from says, "I've come to proclaim good news to the poor, poor materially and poor spiritually." Both of those events talk about good news. VE Day marks the end to conflict, the suffering and the sacrifice that was made, but the peace that was won. When Jesus talks about being the good news to the poor, he too has come to be a sacrifice, and he too has come to bring a lasting peace to us. Right now, with all that's going on around us, we need some good news. Now, there's been some. There's been bad news. It's moved both ways. I don't know about you, but sometimes if you follow too much, you can get lost in the whirlwind of all the different stories and perspectives and possibilities that the scientists and the media and the politicians are trying to wrestle with, and no one really knows. But here on this day, when we remember that even the hardest of times will come to an end, and when we also look and see that Jesus promises to bring us the good news, may we hold on to that. It's not good news that twists and turns. It is the good news, the gospel that we read and celebrate day by day, Sunday by Sunday. And in this Easter season, remembering that even death itself, even the worst news, the news that some of us sadly have had to deal with over the last few weeks and months, much more than we normally do. Even in the midst of that, Jesus says, "I bring good news." Even death itself is not the end of the story. There is always hope on the horizon. In Jesus there is life in its fullness now and for eternity with him. That really is good news.